If you're a guy and you want to be successful in the year 2025, I'm here to tell you that there is no easier time to be successful than it is right now as a man. There is literally impossible to not be successful unless you do not put the work in. And I'm going to give you some tips on how to get there, but you have to be able to put the work in and actually stick to these practices and principles. And the first thing that I'm going to tell you that every guy needs to do in order to be successful is to cut out the bad people in your life. The bad friends, the woman that you chase, will take away so much from your potential if you allow them to. I'm sure a lot of you men have these friends who are just good for nothing. They come home from their deplorable job and eat Doritos and shit and complain to you about the state of their life. Meanwhile, doing nothing, taking no actions to change it. These friends that you have around you will do nothing but drag you down to their level. And some of them do it purposefully. I promise you. And the ones that don't, it does not matter. They will still drag you down to their level. And if you don't go down to their level, right? If you do not go down to these guys' level, you will inevitably hold yourself back anyway. The potential that you can reach by just distancing yourself from the people who hold you back, the people with the bad habits, the people who come home from their jobs, do nothing, sit on the couch all day, eat Doritos, watch Netflix, plays Valorant and Marvel Rivals and shit. I'm telling you, if you cut these people out, your chances of being successful will exponentially go up. I guarantee it. In whatever endeavor that you want to achieve, this is for success. This is for the success of you, for the success of your 6 to 7 figure business that you want to focus on. You need to cut the bad people out. And as far as chasing women, you need to chase a purpose, your dreams, your 6 to 7 figure business, getting your body right, getting your mind right. Stop chasing the woman. They will not benefit you. They're probably low tier anyway. You don't want to deal with people like that. You want higher tier people in your life. You want to gain higher tier people in your life. This is the only what these are the only people that you want to have around you. The people who are higher tier, the people who want to make a difference in their lives because they will influence you. You will be influenced by the people that you hang around. It is inevitable in some way, shape, or form. You're either going to be great or you're going to be lackluster. You need to be around people who are going to push you above and beyond where you currently are in your life right now. You want to expand that business. You want to get your body and your mind right. But the only way to do that, the only way to do that is to get the right people around you. I promise you, if you don't, you will live to regret it. The second thing you want to do, I promise you, you need to do this, is to sacrifice your temporary pleasures for enjoying your life later on. If you can sacrifice those temporary pleasures, the partying and everything else you may get into that does not amount to anything, that does not constitute you anything, that does not grant you anything but instant gratification, you will suffer for it later on in life. That's just how it is. If you take your time away from yourself, it's all about the times you put into things. If you take away the time from yourself to put into things that don't matter today, you will suffer for it. You need to put away the things that you want to enjoy now so that you can enjoy them later in life and have even more on top of that. You want to gain the things from that 6 to 7 figure business. You want to reap the benefits of what you built with your body. You want to reap the benefits of what you built, the foundation of your greatness that you build today for later on in life. You don't want to be one of these people who makes videos saying they feel lost in their 30s. There's enough of people saying they feel lost in their 20s, which is reasonable. The expectations for a man is they're just exponentially high. People who feel lost in their 20s, I understand. Then you get to the ages of 30, things start to make a little less sense. But it's even dipping into the 40-year-old range. You need to put away the things that make you feel good now in order to enjoy life later on, because you don't. If you sacrifice the time that you put into your dreams will become the sacrifice. I know that you know this, guys. If you sacrifice the time that you put into your dreams, your dreams inevitably become the sacrifice because you put no time into it. You put all the time into things that make you feel good today instead of suffering today, instead of working like a fucking animal. You're being soft. You're giving in to these temporary pleasures. You need to put those things to the side in order to enjoy a life of fulfillment later on. I guarantee it. You have those friends who give into, their desires, who drink alcohol all day or on the weekends or just smokes weed all day and night, who plays games all day and night. I guarantee you have these friends. And because of that, they will suffer later on in life. They may have fun now. You may think they're having fun now. Some of them are even suffering. I promise you this. But because they're not putting the time in to actually elevate themselves to a point where things won't matter as much later on, they will suffer exponentially greater later on in life. And you don't want to be one of those men who ends up making videos saying, I feel lost in my 30s, I feel lost in my 40s. And I guarantee you, give it about like 10 years. Look, I promise you, give it about 10 years and you will see some men making videos saying, I feel lost in my fucking 50s. Bro, 50s? Like, can you imagine how crazy that is? 50s. Guys, they will make videos saying that I feel lost in my 50s. It's gonna come. I promise you. It's gonna just keep going higher and higher. We didn't used to have the videos before back in the day saying I feel lost in my 20s or especially the 30s, but they're coming and it's gonna just keep growing. It's gonna just keep going into the next decade of your life. You need to cut out the instant gratification now in order to enjoy your life later on. And for the third thing that you need to do, the third thing that you need to do is access the information that is given to you now. We have ChatGPT, YouTube, Google, free platforms, free products in order to access the information that you need to build that 6 to 7 figure business. And the only thing that you need to do is access the information. It has never been easier than it is now to access information. You need to go read up on how to do things, study the people who have done the things that you want to do. It has never been easier than it is now. I can understand maybe like, 20 to 30 years ago, it was a bit more scarce, but now the information is at our fingertips. The access to the information is insane. It is out there for you to get. The only thing that you need to do is access it. One of my friends' brothers has become a real estate middleman just from buying a course and accessing the free information online. And now he sells real estate easily. The information is there. You can do anything that you want to do. The information is there. If you lack the fundamental skill of just reading a free skill, just the things that are given to you for free, in all honesty, you don't deserve to be successful because the main thing is the information is there. Obviously, all this stuff is based off of discipline. You need to discipline yourself to apply these things to your life, apply these things to your business, apply these things to your mind, body, and spirit. But all of these things, the vast majority of these things that will put you ahead of the curve, they are free, absolutely free. And if you can't discipline yourself enough to access the information that is literally given to you for $0, do you honestly think you or anyone else who lacks that skill, who lacks that desire, that motivation, that discipline deserves to be successful when it is handed to you? You may as well say it's handed to you on a silver platter. It is free, absolutely free. These things have greatly served me, and they will greatly serve you too. The only thing that you need to do now is to put in the work. It is so easy to get ahead of the curve in 2025. Everything is there for you. You just need to ignore the distractions that are placed upon us, that are placed in front of us. There's so many distractions nowadays of social media and everything else that just seems to take our attention away from our true purpose and our desires. If you can discipline yourself to apply these lessons, these principles to your life, you will be successful.